Hi, YouTube friends. It's your old buddy Richard coming at you with a new acquisition. I just took delivery of a new Saddleback Leather, their Mountainback collection, front pocket uh, gear bag. Made with waxed canvas. It's really waxy right now because it's just out of the box. And it's made with, if you look at the thickness of this, they call this old bull leather. It's just really thick leather. These bags come at a price, but they also come with a 100-year warranty. So if there's anything that they sell that you want, just understand that's the last one of that item you should ever have to buy unless it gets stolen, because these things are built. They're built tack grade, basically like, it would be if you were buying stuff for like a horse saddle or whatever. No zippers, nothing that's really going to break. And if it does, you give them a call and you ship it to them. They'll fix it or replace it and send it back. Even if it's your grandkids and you've been gone 30 years, it's a 100-year warranty. Okay, so let's take a little better look at this thing. So here's the front, right? You have these are pretty much on all their or most of their canvas. They have these. They're called, I think, grenadier closures. Right, so it's just it's supposed to be a one-handed closure. So you just pull it up there, right, and then up like that, right, and then pull that up and there, right, and then luckily because I'm holding my camera at the other hand, so then if you need to shut it, you just close it there and then tuck it through there. Right, and then it's not going anywhere. And all of these things so they're riveted with copper rivets, right? So what they do is these rivets, there's a hole there. They're normally like this long, and what they do is they stick it through the bottom. Then they have this ring right here that they pound down onto it, and then they clip it off here with about that much remaining, and then they pound this to where it mushrooms over the top of that, so there's just no way that's coming apart, right? So then you have to look at it. Okay, so what's the next weak point? Well, the next weak point would be it ripping out the canvas. Now, the stuff they used to sew with is the stuff they use on that sailors use. They use on sails of ships, right? It's UV resistant. And what they do, and you see the thickness of that leather, right? So what they do is they also have a rivet there. They also sew it on. And instead of sewing directly into the material, they sew through the material onto another nice, thick, hardy piece of leather. So that's not going anywhere ever, right? And it's just really, really thick, and it's really well made. As is the handle here. If you look at the handle, one of the first pieces I bought when this line first came out was what's called the Indiana gear bag. It looks like the bag Indiana Jones used to carry, right? Except on there they have a similar handle, not exactly like this. They didn't have this slider here, right, to where it could just lay down flat if you're not using it. And it went from here and it just sewed directly into the canvas. And I've never had any trouble with it, but I could see it eventually coming to trouble. But what they did with this, being smart, Dave being the owner, El Presidente, and designer for the company, he put this nice thick piece of leather on here so that it could be sewn on and then again sewed in through. So again, plus it keeps the handle stiff, so the bag doesn't cave up when you lift up on the handle, because after all, this is material, but it's very thick. This canvas is made in Scotland. It's 24-ounce canvas. It's supposed to be some of the best canvas you can find in the world. It's The fishermen use it, and it's supposed to be one of the oldest man-made fabrics known to man. You know, they make the canvas and then they heat it up and they soak it with wax so that it's got some waterproof qualities to it, and it really helps keep everything kind of free of water the way it's designed. So you have a back pocket, so I was able to fit a nice big, this is a Saddleback leather Saddleback leather notebook holder. Okay, you got that. So you could put a small, a small computer or a large iPad in there. And then in here, that's where I keep all my cables for. I keep my emergency kit. This is all Saddleback stuff, by the way, in case you're curious. You can hit the subscribe button, and if you want to ask anything about any of this stuff, I can tell you. It's all 100-year warranty. It's all great, soft quality, beautiful leather. And so then you have this in here, right? So there's the bottom, right? So those are all copper rivets that go to the bottom piece here, which is also the old bull leather. And what this does, and what the piece on the back does, is it gives it a some form where it can stand up. Plus, it kind of helps keep the canvas from getting worn out. Plus, it gives you an extra outside pocket if you want to keep like a magazine or something. You can put it in there. That way, you don't have to open up if you're sitting around somewhere. So there's the logo, Saddleback Leather Company. This here is a print that is in all their stuff of Old Blue, which was Dave's dog that died in when he flipped his car. And, he loved that dog, so he's on all those. And it used to be they would have the month and year that the thing was made on the item, but this doesn't have that. But yeah, this has all these, and it's a very expensive process because not just anyone can do these in such a clean fashion. So like I said, they pound it through, they clip it off, and then mushroom the top down over the top of the this round piece, so that it's indestructible. It's pretty much, you're never going to have a problem with that. So, and on the inside, it goes from leather to leather. So even on these little parts here on the inside, it's got little grommets in here. See, it's got the leather grommets there. See the leather going around it, so that it's really well reinforced. So so it's very waxy right now because they basically they permeate the thing. This is all 316 grade stainless steel, surgical stainless steel, and again mounted through that really thick leather, and the same way on the inside, another big old piece of leather. Right, you have your pockets here, so more Saddleback stuff. That's Saddleback business card holder. What else we got in here? Nothing else in that one. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, Saddleback coin purse. I love this thing. I keep I just keep odds and ends in it. I keep my earphones and stuff like that. I keep that in there. And again, 100-year warranty. Just an awesome piece of, and you see there's nothing really that's going to break on this. It's just very simple. Something that you could have made 1,000 years ago. It's just really well made. Anyway, so oh, and another important part: the way they have these straps, right? So he mimicked what they do on the canvas sails, right? So on sails, you can't just put a hole in the sail and run a wire to it. You have to design it so that the weight gets distributed out. So on a sail, they'll have 4 or 5 of these things coming off the grommet, which is on both sides, coming off the grommet, and then it goes down and it distributes it, into 3 or 4 different directions, so that it pulls. So instead of being able to take, 100 pounds of pressure before it tears, it can take 1,000 pounds of pressure because it's distributed throughout the entire sail. Well, that's what Dave did here. So so that whenever, let's say you need to fill this thing up with really, really heavy stuff, you're not going to have to worry about it. That's a little pocket, by the way. You're not going to have to worry about it breaking, right? Because, that's not going to snap with what you could carry in that. Now, again, we have surgical 316 steel on these pieces here. So, that's just really well made. Nothing's going to go wrong with that. And then you have your strap, which is really just a piece of the canvas folded over several times and sewed onto itself, right? And then you have this piece, which is the shoulder pad, which, the older it gets and the more broken it gets, the more comfortable it gets. And this is pretty much the same strap they have on all this particular type of stuff. And you see how it's this one piece of leather, big thick piece of leather, just folded over. I mean, just, way over engineered. Like you would never be able to put enough weight in this bag to where you would need this much engineering and support to prevent an issue. It's just really well over engineered. So I that's why I really love these products. It's really well made. So anyway, so that's just an overview of my new Saddleback front pocket gear bag. If you have any questions or you want to know about any other products, let me know. I've been through quite a few products, and the great thing about buying on Dave's deal is if in a year you get tired of it or you want to buy something else, there's a Facebook site where you can go for Saddleback Leather, where you can get, like, I can easily probably just get what I paid for this thing, sometimes even more, depending on if it's been discontinued or it's hard to find. I've actually bought pieces from Dave's on Dave's deal and sold them for more than what I paid for them on that page. So yeah, so it's a really good deal, and this stuff really has a good used secondary market for it. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them at the bottom there, and have a great day. Thank you.